Let me tell you something about these jobs. If you allow it, these jobs will push you to a point of no return. I never knew the statistics on... It just be raining out of nowhere in Houston. Okay, so it's just gonna start raining. Let me turn my windshield wipers on. Must be prepared in life. Okay. Can y'all hear this? It just started raining out of nowhere. Okay. So, these jobs will push you to the point of no return. You know, I did a video before talking about how these jobs will push you and stress you. And, you know, sometimes as companies, as employees of companies, we don't feel appreciated, okay? And I got a pretty good response to that, you know, on YouTube. So I'm going to post this video again. Post this video as well. Okay, but my concern is that, you know, I'm a good employee. And the oil and gas is changing. And for whatever reason, my position for the company that I was working for is just really going to have a quick shower like this. It's not available. Okay, so if my position isn't available, then, you know, like the things to do would be to just place me in another position somewhere else. You know, just like y'all made this one, make another one if y'all want to do something. But, you know, just don't leave people high and dry. So I'm at a point now where I haven't been to work in a few days because I am still currently employed, but I have no placement. And so it's like, these people will try to devalue you and tell you like, oh, well, you gotta take this job, you know. And it's like, wait a minute, that's not my title, and it's not my pay bracket. So I feel like, you know, someone told me when I walked out of the other place, you know, like my last day or whatever, like, just make sure you stand firm, don't take no for an answer. And I'm doing that. But in the same sense, I have to be sensible. Like, if I haven't been to work in a few days, that means there's no money coming in. And of course, I'm still going places, putting gas in my car and doing all these different things. So I'm giving money out and I don't have any coming in. So you cannot do that. You have to have different alleyways. You know, I went to a conference probably about 8 years ago, and they told me that you have to have 4 channels of income in order to make it. Like, you know, not make it, but just live comfortably enough to be like, oh my God, you know, there is no money coming from this place, but there's some coming from here or some coming from there. So it's important for you to stay backed up. Don't worry about, you know, what these companies are paying you and everything, because at the end of the day, if you're not there, you still have to have other means of income. And my mother taught me that as well. You know, my mama sold single cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? She got hood with it and was like, you know what I'm saying? She had a little, I went to go help her clean her place out. And I'm like, what all is going on in here? People knocking on the door asking for cigarettes, Lucy's. So I'm just like, you know, y'all gotta forgive me. Y'all know I'm hood and educated all in the same sense. So yes, this is a video, but I'm telling the truth. You have to have alleyways, you know, because whether you're getting government assistance because you're disabled, or whether you work, or whether you're a veteran, or whatever it is that you are, and regardless of what someone is assisting you with, you've earned it. I'm not saying nobody's giving you anything. You've earned it, but in the same sense, it's like you have to have different ways, man. And I've learned that, and I'm glad that I understand that. So yes, I'm flexing. I'm flexing because I know that the pay that is being offered to me is not my pay. It's not my due diligence. Listen here, for this money that they talking about giving me, I'm gonna tell you what I'll do. I'm gonna get dressed and I'm putting my lip gloss on, because that's what I do, and I'm just gonna show up. I'm not doing anything for y'all. Why would I do anything for that pay rate? I'm talking about, they talking about taking somebody down $4 an hour. Who? No, we're not gonna do none of that. So somebody's calling me and messing up my recording. I do apologize, but you know, in the same sense, I just want to just make it clear. Just be focused. You know, be smart when you're trying to get these jobs and trying to do these different things, because look up these jobs, compare them to your pay rate, compare your resume to it, compare the things that you want opposed to the things that you're currently receiving. Compare them. Do not be scared to compare them, and do not be scared to say no, because if you say yes to everything, people, that's telling you the value of your education, telling you the value of your worth at this job. just stick with it. I don't know what else to say. I don't know if I'm making my full point with you guys today, because this is the first video that I've made in quite some time, and I haven't just been feeling up to it. But just stick with it. I usually take you guys through my situations with me when I have them, and this is it. I am in the middle of a transition. I'm in the middle of what I need to do to make it, and I'm not taking no for an answer. This company tried to put me down to a lower pay grade, and you know, I guess the lady searched by radius, and then when I looked it up somewhere else, I was like, well, here's jobs in my pay grade, but it's not in my radius, which is the radius that she set for me. Don't set a radius for me. Ask me, Miss such and such, is this too far for you to travel every day? Then I'll be more than glad to say yes or no. But see, when people tell you who you are and what you can do, you believe them, and I don't believe them. I don't live by that standard, and I'm not going to. So no, you're not going to tell me how much money I'm going to make an hour. Y'all offered me this amount. This was one of the highest amounts that I was making, and you think because you gave it to me, you can take it back from me, and you cannot. That is not what is about to happen. So, you know, I had to be smart and look these things up for myself. I will not let anybody allow me to make what I want to make. I'm going to allow me to make what I'm supposed to make, because my education paid for this. And not only did my education pay for this, but my hard work paid for it. And not only did my hard work pay for it, but 4 fucking months of training paid for it. So I'm going to tell you what the pay grade is for me. That's what we're going to do. You know, I never used to think like this until I met this accountant lady. 3 summers ago, I met this lady that is an accountant, and she told me that some people call her, you know, she wasn't working, but she told me that some people called her and they offered her amount, and she said she wouldn't even get off her couch for that. And so ever since she had that talk with me about getting off of her couch for a specific pay, you know, it does not matter if it is a recession or if things are declining in your area, such as Houston with oil and gas and things like that, because they make special spots for people that will tell them no. And if you are a token to your company, they have to make the adjustments. Now, you don't have to be an asshole. If they meeting you somewhere kind of close, you can be like, okay, I can do that. But, you know, dollars off and thousands a year, don't do it. Know who you are, know what you stand for, and know what you can do, and know what you can be. You know, and people ask me, why am I qualified? Because I know who I am. I know what I've been taught. If I've been taught by this company to do certain things, then I know that I can go far. I always reference back to them training me. Y'all trained me. You taught me. So I'm already good to go. You know, I don't say it like that. I put some professional stank on it. But, you know, just be yourself. Know your worth, man. You know your value. You know what you're capable of doing. You know what you're not capable of doing. And if somebody like me, I showed up for work on time every day. I'm on time. I don't miss no days. If somebody know that I'm not there, they know something is really wrong with me. And I established that from the beginning. I told them when I walked in the door, hey, if I'm late, or if you don't hear from me, or if I don't show up, that means something is wrong. Please call me. So they know that. And I work overtime when I'm available to work overtime. I'm dependable. They know that I'm dependable. But when they start treating me wrong, that's when I got to start treating you wrong. It's a relationship. So I am proud of myself for sticking it out. I will be tenacious in it, and I will let you guys know how it works out for me. I really will. But I don't believe in coming in later giving no report on what's going on with me. I try to tell y'all, you know, all the way through, because you have to see people of majestic faith. You know, we have to have strong faith and be diligent in the things that we say and the things that we set up for our life. Because if I don't change my own life, who else is going to change it for me? I'm not going to allow somebody else to change it and call the shots and tell me how much I can make. Because when money is something that you need every year to live, if you don't have an adequate amount of money, that decreases your vacations, that decreases the food that you eat every day, that decreases the clothes you wear, it decreases your savings account, it decreases your future businesses. Everything is an outlook. So pay attention, stay aware, and don't let nobody tell you who you are. And that's all I gotta say. Peace out.